Welcome back, my lovelies.
Alright, yeah, Zero doesn't look too happy that I left her here for quite a while. But I think everything will be okay, question mark? Alright, back to, the Megaduta. Yeah. Hello.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
That's, I mean...
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think.
Yeah.
If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity.
Fair enough.
But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men.
The Asians.
Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Asians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer.
Yes.
When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power. The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
And so you were born part Void Sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
Yep, okay. That...
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Void Sent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
True.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
Technically speaking, yes.
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Yeah, it'll take a while to explain.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light.
Yes.
Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
True.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to...
Restore the 13th, yes.
But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone.
That is also very
Old
true.
habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Hey, listen. We like getting ourselves into trouble.
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price.
Well, of course. You have plenty of food.
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
Fine with me. Oh. Bum 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 bum.
Bum, 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 ba-da-da-da. Oh. Oh, Varshan.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, sometimes somebody needs a little bit of a push. Oh yeah, there's that. I don't know if I'm gonna deal with that on camera, but I'm gonna wait till we take out all of the Archfiends. And then a little bit further, because I think you need to go... Wait until you fight Golbez to get the rest of the story. Because it's cut into pieces. You know, because you fight 2 of the Archfiends, you do 2 quests, and then in turn you fight another 2 Archfiends, and you do 2 more quests. So you basically do a quest for each Archfiend that you beat, but I think you get the full picture once, if I'm remembering correctly, which I could be wrong.
Once you beat Golbez, that's when you get the full picture, so.
If I do it on camera, I'll wait to do it. If not, whatever, it doesn't matter.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha-ha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Oh, he killed the Watcher. In his... Okay. That's not cool. Not cool.
As I swore so long ago.
What, no cape flare this time?
The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Oh dear! Okay, onward! Once more onto the void. So, a little bit of an update on my overheating PlayStation. I mean, you're not gonna hear the first update until the, one of the Lions Raid episodes, but, basically I got a fan, you know, it is helping, you know. I did open up my, yeah, are you up or you down? You are up. Alright. You know, I did the you know, the normal thing. I opened up the PlayStation, or at least the side caps. You know, any little dust that might have gotten in there, you know, cleaned out, yada yada yada. I think part of the problem is some dust got into a part that I can't quite get to, which is kind of annoying. And I need that stupid little star screw that PlayStation loves to, like, actually, like, open up the PlayStation fully. So I'm gonna see if I could find myself a, one of those star screws.
Everyone is so carefree.
To see if I can, you know...
Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of
like
their
I said,
weakness.
The fan is
And how
helping a
easily
lot.
their lives could be
Making
torn
sure
apart
there's
in an
airflow
instant.
in this little corner here, which is mostly what I
Such luxuries are
needed.
lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, and even the release of death. Only hunger.
But the problem probably is
Others
like,
are a means
there's
to
some
an end.
dust that got into
At times, a literal one.
a spot that I can't reach without, like, basically tearing the PlayStation apart. And not just the side
We forge
panels.
covenants with men and come here to
It's
feed,
kind of annoying, but
or to
yeah.
die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart.
Yeah, I would agree.
But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why.
Because we took turns beating each other up. He won, I won, then I
What
won.
was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
And then I then I beat Elidibus.
But enough about that
in
man.
his body.
He is dead and we are all better
However,
for it.
The call leg made me lose that fight technically.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
And then I just kept ignoring him because we had bigger problems.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
Oh yeah, as you've probably noticed, I'm like broke as fuck now too. I got myself the tycoon pants. Although they're more leggings, you know, which is fine. That's what I wanted them to be honest. That's why I got them. So, well, not just that. They were actually a lot cheaper now because a lot more people are doing the occult thing. Woo! Hello!
Hi, Varshan.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
What is it?
That...
He's calling.
Yeah, he's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments, but I felt her. Ashdire.
I thought she was in the void.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know.
That doesn't seem right.
Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
Garlemald?
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the void will have to wait.
She has no reason to go back there.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
See? Told you.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzatan until we return.
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Okay.
If Ashdaya was indeed here, other Voidsent may have made the journey as well.
Yes.
Very well. We would welcome your company.
But if they came through, if they die... Didn't we learn that if they die here
then I'll
in the
contact our
source,
associates in Garlemald.
they're just dead. I mean, unless they were brought through just as the soul, like we
It's
discussed
me.
with the gargoyles.
Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there.
Oh, that means we're meeting
With a
up with the
rendezvous at
twins.
Tertium.
That means Elfino is gonna be our healer. Oh, he's going to end up killing me. Unless
need
I
to
can
teleport to make it there in time. Can you?
To be our healer.
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
If I can convince
Then it
Stola
seems
to
we're
heal,
all set.
I will have Zero.
If there's nothing else, let us see to our final
as
preparations.
my Thieves partner. God's revel, lands tremble. New chapter. Alright. Cold reunion. Yeah, unfortunately. Wait, my winter clothes! Oh, crap.
Alright, I gotta change real quick. There we go.
I put on some winter clothes. Surprisingly enough, I got
Any moment now.
the hat
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
right before I started recording today, which is really funny. We'll finish up with this quest and then see what the next
And
quest
you.
is.
I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help.
Fair enough.
A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
You're doing a fine job.
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress.
Fair enough, I suppose.
The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time.
Of course, one step at a time.
But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
She's half void sent, so,
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
yeah, I'll let Stola explain. We journeyed into the void, and, we happened upon her. And she can completely,
The 13th? After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while.
you know
But
us.
I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
Of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
Thank you, Alphino.
You could have at least invited me, too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the Undersea Vault.
Hey. I thought you were busy.
I know. I only meant to tease. Mostly.
Uh-huh.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around?
It's not like she's causing any
I
trouble.
understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless,
Nobody's gonna recognize her either.
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos. To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Good enough for me?
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Okay, there we go.
Best of friends already.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand.
Yeah,
As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galdemald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
Ooh, do tell.
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of Voidsent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
Big one, so there must be a portal somewhere.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
Well, what about a portal that's big enough
We're
for
not
them
sure.
to slip through?
But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon Void-sent servants. The very same I believe you have mastered.
Hey, hey, hey! No need to call me out on this.
While there are no known Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
I still gotta do that quest line though.
To summon not one, but
For
several
Reapers, I
powerful
keep forgetting
Voidsent
to do
is no
that.
small feat. But if Ajdaya was indeed called from the void,
Then it is likely the same party is responsible.
Yes, I would assume
Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Yeah, I would assume.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper order.
Okay.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
Yeah.
I'd say going to Camp Broken Glass to to talk to him about
Oop. Nope. Stop it. Let's just teleport there. It'll be faster. Bum, 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 bum. Euless! Hi, buddy! Of course! Hey!
it's not supplies we seek, it's more of we need a way to get up the mountain to the east. Yeah, this is about the Void Scent, and we want to go stop it.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Um...
Can you not? Can y'all stop calling me out on my job choices?
Seriously.
I picked up everything. You don't need to keep calling me out on it.
So we need ceruleum. Okay, I mean going to the Tapper's Den. I would say so, yeah. Yeah, I don't mind. Alright, all the pieces are coming together. Sweet. Zero is with us. Alright, off to the den, which is way the hell over there. Actually, are we going? Okay, so we're stopping over there,
Which is fine.
Ooh, it's stormy.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
Well, we did kind of explain to you a little bit, like...
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious. I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right. To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Yeah. You okay, Zero? Zero's learning. Yeah. yet. She's just learning.
It really likes giving me this one.
Honestly, real. True, bestie, true. Of course. The mammoth. Oh, okay. That's what you call them. Alright, like I said, if it looks like we're gonna be going to the dungeon, you know, then
We'll just keep going. But if not, then we'll see what happens. Ooh, cutscene.
of course. It would appear so.
Oh, now it's raining. Raining in this cold area. Oh gosh. Oh no, this isn't going to be good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, taking care of the,
Void scent and any unruly wildlife is always good. Sure, why not?
It's still taking a little bit for Alize to understand, you know,
How the void scent work when it comes to that. Alright, what is... Okay, cool.
so it looks like we still have a little bit to go through before we hit the dungeon. So,
I mean, at least bare minimum, probably like 15 minutes. And then if not 15 minutes, maybe a half hour. But I'd say about bare minimum 15 minutes before we hit the next dungeon. So,
either way, my lovelies, I'm gonna end this episode here. Like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.